Hello, welcome to Spanish. This is a podcast about two foreigners living in Spain. I'm Molly,
And I'm Tony.
and today we are talking about our first Christmas in Spain.
Christmas vibes all over. How you doing? Gotten into the Christmas spirit yet? Grinch?
Still no. It's still a no for me.
You're lacking the sweater. If you just put on a Christmas sweater, you will be rocking it, just like this DJ Santa here.
You know, there is something about like putting something Christmas, it really does make it the vibe a lot better, a lot more Christmassy.
Yeah, like it's like a small dose of forced positivity. It's like forced Christmas. If you don't exaggerate it too much, you'll pick up the vibe. Sure.
Well, I wanted to ask you, what was your first Christmas in Spain like?
So this is a two-part answer because my first Christmas here in Spain was spent with my ex-partner who's Norwegian while we were living in Norwegian community or like participating in like all Norwegian driven activities. I also want to talk about my first Spanish Christmas that I celebrated in Valencia with a Valencian family.
With real Spanish people.
Authentic ones. We barely could communicate. Like that's how you know.
Well, that sounds a lot like mine, so will be funny to compare. Okay, well, what was your first one like?
My first one was August 2018. I'd been living in Spain. No, I came August 2018. We don't start celebrating that early. I'd been here less than 6 months. We were pretty conscious about wanting to create some Christmas spirit. It was my first time being outside of Norway on Christmas Eve, but first time living outside of Norway. Made a conscious decision of putting up the main beats of like Christmas dinner, a few like movies or things to watch on TV, or there are typical Christmas candy things to buy and eat throughout Christmas. Christmas decorations. We went to some bazaars, some mercatinos to buy some makeshift and some okay Christmas decorations. Spent some time with other Norwegian friends. I forgot about this. I was Santa that year. I was Santa at a friend's place.
Coca-Cola Santa?
The Coca-Cola Santa, yeah. And those kids, they were like too big to like believe in the whole Santa Schmanza, but they asked. They were like, "No, we want the vibe. Bring Santa over." Like being in on the game. And I remember going there. I drove myself there, fully dressed in Santa costume.
Where did you get a Santa costume?
I don't remember. Did did I buy it? No, I think someone let
You just brought it with you?
No. I don't randomly go dressed as Santa all year round. So like I don't have the costumes laying around. No, I borrowed it probably from the family that I went to. But I remember like driving around in Christmas costume, and that was probably like the best experience that whole day. It was me driving around as Santa, and I remember rolling down the window of my car, and I saw there were two adults and let's say maybe a special need adult walking next to them. I just yelled like Feliz Navidad, and I remember the guy just flipping out totally like Santa drove by. He went like, yelling. And I just felt like the best Santa, the coolest Santa. I felt like this Santa. I was just missing like the headphones.
Did you have a white beard?
I did. It was very white and beardy indeed.
I can see you being a good, I mean, you have like the Santa Claus vibes. Maybe a little tall to be Santa
And a bit
Claus, but
skinny. Yeah. I've been called out on that a few times. Oh, like I work a lot. What do you want? Like yeah, Christmas Eve was the main focus. Christmas that year. When it came to the days following, it was you try to stay calm, watch your movies, but it's not Christmas. We had just moved down. We haven't really integrated, me and my ex. So, but we spent time with some friends, and then eventually New Year's came around. So, all in all, it was, for lack of a better term, a more forced Norwegian Christmas, but being here in Spain.
What made it Norwegian?
We watched typical things on TV that we would watch in Norway. I think we even had like Norwegian channels
Oh,
on our
really?
TV. Yeah.
Like Christmas movies?
Yeah, Christmas movies. And the state channel in Norway, NRK, like equivalent to like BBC in the UK, they have like a copy paste tableau of things to watch every year on Christmas Eve. At 11 o'clock, it will be the movie about Cinderella, but like the Eastern European version that we dubbed to Norway. Yes, we actually have a dubbed movie.
Cinderella
Cinderella, yeah.
is a Christmas movie.
Yes, but not Cinderella as you know it. Live action shot in the 70s or 80s. They even refurbished that movie. Like I think it was a collaboration between the Norwegian Film Institute and from what country is it? I want to say Bulgaria, but I'm not sure. They went together and they like rescan the films and like edit it together. So now you get to see it HD or 4K, but it's still like the same good old vibe. And on, I think it's 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, they will show Cavalcada, like the sizzle reel of different Disney cartoons.
The same one every year.
Yeah, I think they changed out like one promotional clip every year from like an upcoming movie.
Okay.
And I like, I'm not kidding. Like now I'm starting to like play the jingle in my head as I'm thinking about it. What is it called? Like the Pinocchio's helper, Timmy Grasshopper, something like that.
Yeah, yeah.
Don't know, and all in all, a Merry Christmas. No, 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 no. Okay, I'm not gonna sing the whole song, but dude, I'm literally getting in a Christmas spirit now just thinking about it. So you can see how effect this would have on us being fresh off the plane here in Spain, just putting that stuff on TV. It's like this sense of coziness, of like safety, despite the lack of snow. So to quickly summarize, make our own food, try to spend time with some friends, just like really be conscious about creating Christmas, because the Christmas you want, you need to create.
Do you have any US Christmas movies that you guys that are typical to watch there? Because I know you love talking about American culture.
Well, Die Hard is getting more and more popular, actually.
Die Hard,
Yeah, Die
a
Hard.
Christmas movie.
Yeah, like it's kind of like a tongue-in-cheek thing, because people like to almost provoke, like, no, it is a Christmas movie because it took place during Christmas. So that's why
I was thinking more like It's a Wonderful Life.
I never seen that movie. Never.
You have to watch it
I
this
know.
year. It's a classic. You have to see it.
But Phoebe in Friends, I know she gets devastated because she doesn't watch it the whole movie. So like, she turns it off halfway and she's like, I hate this movie. I can't finish it. And Monica's like, no, you gotta. And I'm like, should I? Like, would I be like Phoebe or?
No, it's very beautiful. Well, you have to watch the end. The end is the best part. But
Yeah. But I like people dying in movies. So like I like
You-
I yeah, so I can just turn it off midway. Like it's fine. One of my personal favorites, beside like the typical Home Alone, Gremlins as well, Jingle All the Way with Arnold Schwarzenegger.
I don't know that one.
Okay, I'll watch It's a Wonderful Life. You'll watch Jingle All the Way.
Okay.
Put the cookie down. Like it is memeable. It's quotable.
And he takes care of a little boy.
It's his son, and he needs to go get an action figure for him. Turbo Man.
That's the whole movie.
That's the whole movie. But I promise you.
No, what's the one with Tim Allen where he's Santa? Is it called Santa Claus?
Oh, that's a nice one as well. Yeah, yes, so Santa Claus. And also, I had the VHS cassette growing up in English, I think, for some reason. The Disney adaptation of Scrooge. What do you call it?
The Grinch?
The guy who says humbug, and then he gets visits from like 3 Christmas ghosts. Ghosts.
Oh, yeah. I don't know. I'm so bad with. That's like another Disney classic, right? Scrooge
Yeah, but
Nick Scrooge.
Max Scrooge? But isn't that just the name Scrooge? Isn't that the name of the uncle of Donald Duck as well.
I think so, yeah.
That's why they used him as Scrooge. It's a Scrooge. Is that are both of them named Scrooge? They didn't even have to change the name.
I don't know.
Oh, that's a lovely one as well. How about you? Do you have any favorites? American ones or British one? I'm kind of like pushing you in a direction here.
No. I like It's a Wonderful Life. And yeah, I'm not a huge movie person, but would be open to watching more because Christmas movies are nice. It's like always a heartwarming story.
Whenever they're dated, it's just kind of funny. Like it's a time capsule of how things
Yeah,
were then.
yeah.
Have you seen the British one, the 8 love stories? Some end nice, some end bad. It's driving me crazy. Hold on. A British Christmas movie. I love actually. I just started writing love.
I
And it's
love
like,
Actually. I've heard of it. I've never watched it. I am the worst person to talk movies about, but I knew you would get excited about Christmas movies.
you should watch that movie. It's garbage, but it's a nice Christmas movie. And in Norway, they typically put on this marathon of Harry Potter, sometimes some Lord of the Rings, if I'm not mistaken, because it's fantasy.
So a lot of Norwegian people are just relaxing, watching TV.
A lot of that, yeah. But I have talked enough about Norwegian Christmases. Tell me about your US one.
You mean my first one here?
Yes. Tell me about your US mine in like I went off the rails talking about the
What?
Norwegian one. Tell me, Molly, about your first Christmas here in Spain.
Yes, my first Christmas here was, well, all the Christmases I've had here are nothing like in the US. And like you, my first one was, I was recently here, but even more recent because I came like mid-November.
Oh.
And so all the Christmas lights were already out and it was cold. And this time of year is cool for me because it's like my anniversary of being here.
Mm.
I follow my boyfriend's traditions because Christmas here is a very family oriented thing, as it is in all countries. And every year they get together with his dad's side of the family. They do typically like a small vacation where they rent a house in a pueblo. So the first year, it was my third week here, and I went to a pueblo in Extremadura. It's called Llerena. It had like maybe 500 people. It was really, really small.
Oh my God.
Obviously, nobody spoke English, and nobody spoke English to me. Actually, his aunt is well traveled, and she was kind of like trying to make small talk, but not a lot. And so I was just sitting there. I mean, it was a really cute little town, but it was overwhelming because there's a lot of people. The Spanish people tend to be very loud and like it was just a lot for me. And it was like we're renting a place for 3 days. Luckily, my suegro rented us a hotel, so we stayed in a different place so we could just pop in and out when we wanted to.
Thoughtful. He probably figured out that it could be a bit intense for you.
We still spent all like most of the time it was just basically to sleep, but it was really nice to not have to. I don't know, it was immersion. We spent the 24th, the Christmas dinner we had together, and it's a lot like the typical Spanish food is for Christmas is seafood, a lot of like mariscos and gambas,
Mm.
and then like crab. I don't know how to say crab.
Oh, I forgot. What's crab again?
Cangrejo. For me, that kind of food, and even today, it's hard for me to even look at it. Like I cannot. It grosses me out to like peel the heads off, and like I just don't like it, basically.
Mm.
So that was a huge culture shock for me. Was just trying to politely decline eating that kind of stuff and having to deal with it. But it was nice. They like in the town hall, they played the villancicos, the Christmas songs.
What is villancicos?
Villancicos are Christmas songs.
Like a term for Christmas songs in general?
Well, but they're in Spanish. Like Christmas carols. I'm sure there are some that are like translated into English that are considered, but they're all in Spanish.
I'm doing my very best to look up here, but I get a biomedicine or científicos. How do you spell that?
Villancicos. villancicos.
Ah, okay.
They're nothing special because they're difficult to under it's just like Spanish music. So they were playing those over a loudspeaker. It was really nice. But it's funny to remember because it was when I first got here, so everything to me was jarring, like your first few months here probably.
Mm.
Like the coffee. I remember having the coffee there and it was so strong and I just like I didn't like it at all, but I just drank it because I didn't want to be a snobby American girl that's coming here and being, particular. So yeah, that was my first experience with Christmas here. It was I think the best part about it is I can look back and now notice how much has changed since my first holidays here.
Are you guys gonna repeat the celebration from your first year?
Yeah, last year we went to we stayed in Sevilla actually. We celebrated at my boyfriend's apartment that he had just bought. So we got all the cousins and aunts and uncles together and we had the dinner or the lunch in Sevilla. And then this year we're going to like a small town outside of Sevilla in the mountains. And this time I will not be put up in a hotel. I'm forced to be with everyone else, which is fine because everyone's really nice, but
Are you gonna bring your own coffee?
no, well, that's the thing. I've gotten used to it now. But at first it was it was like they burn it. They burn the coffee here.
I do too.
But you didn't notice the quality of coffee when you moved?
I never been a coffee barista. Like I yes, really shitty coffee, I notice, but in general, it's more like I prefer this one over this. And like I microwave burn coffee from yesterday, Mal. Like I
Okay, wrong person to be complaining about.
with that said, it's nice with a hot steaming coffee con leche. I guess it's a latte, but yeah. I notice when they do it well.
I'm cu well, on a side note, do you guys when you order coffee there, do they put it in a taza or a vaso?
In Norway,
No, no, in Alicante.
you get it in a taza. You always get it in a cup.
Always.
Yeah, and never once have I gotten it. Oh, you mean if you order like a small solo and then you get it
No, 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 no.
like
Even a café con leche.
that I get in a taza, a cup? Yes, but come to think of it, when I order a solo or a cortado, I sometimes get it
It's in a
in
glass.
like a small glass. Yeah.
In Sevilla, at least, they bring you the café con leche in a glass. So it burns you the first few times that you touch it.
You know, Sevilla is something else. It seems like they have like their own closed off culture almost.
Because everywhere else, they give you, like, the proper coffee cup. Or I don't know, now I'm trying to think. Maybe there are places here that don't, but I don't know why it's like that there. They just like to burn your fingers. Actually, this place in Extremadura, I remember it was like coffee in like a café con leche with a glass cup.
That made you furious as well.
I was like, it made me second guess my move to Spain. And then I mean, eating a ton. There was a lot of Christmas sweets. In that trip was my first time. I don't know if you've ever done this, but the convents, the nuns make Christmas treats, and there's usually like a fun little door that you have to knock on, or you don't know what I'm talking about.
But tell.
If you go to a convent, they usually sell postre, I don't know, like, candies or cookies. I mean, they're all a little bit different, but there's ones that they can't see they don't let you see their face, so it's just like a little shelf with a wheel. You tell them what you want, and then they, like, wheel it to you. Or, like, they, like, turn the little
So
thing.
fun. No, I never done it. I need to do it here.
Nowadays, I think it's less like that, and the nuns will be there and taking your money and asking you what you want, but we did that as, like, a first time experience for me, and it was like, "This is crazy."
It's like a movie.
That's another thing you have to put on your list of things to do.
I used to live right next to a church a couple of years ago. I lived there for 9 months, and there were always like a nun outside talking with like construction workers or something. And for me, I was just baffled because I never seen a nun in my life. for. And just seeing her there on the corner, just like talking things out with construction workers, was like it's like seeing like a monk from Tibet just like strolling along the street.
Yeah. It's like it's surprising.
But cool. I like the contrast. Okay, anything else you want to add about your first Christmas before I spill the beans on?
No, I'm curious to hear how your first real Spanish Christmas went.
Yes. So context. My second Christmas, which was a very Spanish one, was with a Spanish girlfriend I had at the time, a Valencian one. I was staying here for Christmas. She invited me to spend a few days with her and the family, Christmas Eve plus plus, in Valencia. So they lived in an apartment in a typical neighborhood in Valencia. So it was me, my girlfriend, parents, and an old grandma that lived with them, and the dog
In the city, right?
in the city. And I honestly don't remember what food it was because there were so many like small dishes on the table. There were like some seafood, like the mariscos, some meat, some everything. I didn't literally sit in a corner, but I felt like I was sitting in a corner because at the time I didn't speak any Spanish at all.
Uh-huh.
And I remember her parents just trying their very best. Like her dad, he had Spanish, Valenciano, and French. So he just constantly kept jumping between just to like see, is there some word here that might like seem either English or Norwegian? So they went all in. They did everything they could for like trying to make me feel welcome there.
Did it work?
Yeah, it did. Like I did feel welcome there, but and of course, like it's a very intimate thing. Like I met them a couple of times, and then all of a sudden I'm gonna like stay with them for like a few
Yeah.
days and celebrate Christmas, which is like their highlight season. Mind you, this was Christmas Eve, like the 24th. It's not Dia de los Reyes like in January, but still like it's high season. They had some Christmas decorations there, but it wasn't like very illuminated in the apartment. Like typical Spanish, it's like kind of like dampened. So for me, that was like a big contrast as well. Despite that I've like been in Spain, I haven't celebrated with the Spanish family like that. Christmas traditions, we didn't go to church. COVID, remember this was COVID, so like there were different times. We watched some stuff on TV. We had like dogs to walk outside as well. I really only have like a one overall conclusion of what is the feeling, and the feeling is that there is a spirit, but it's so far off from the spirit that I have in Norway. Like the sensation, both like inside of your body, but warm as well. Like apartments here, they are so cold. You were constantly just like putting on sweaters and shoes or slippers or whatever. Whereas in a modern house in Norway, at least in the evening when the heating has been on for a while, you find yourself walking around bare feet in a t-shirt because it's so hot.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that was kind of like the feeling I was missing.
Like physically being warm, basically.
Physically being warm. Yes, and understanding the hostesses a bit better because I felt a bit rude almost to not being able to like communicate with them.
You didn't speak nothing.
No Spanish, like hola, gracias. That was it.
But so your girlfriend spoke English?
Yes, very fluently.
And did she translate for you?
Oh, often, but she couldn't like every single second be translating.
That's what I was gonna say. My boyfriend didn't like he did here and there, but he wasn't sitting there like, oh, now they're saying like that would be weird to just be sitting there translating the whole time.
There's a balance to it, and it's hard for the translator, the partner, whatever, who needs
Yeah.
to stay there. But I did my best, like before going and celebrating with them. Obviously, I brought some like Christmas gifts and first time, so it's like okay, you ask what is normal, and then you try like okay, this is not too much, it's not too little. They will see like you're trying.
What did you bring?
For the dad, it
Oh,
was it about
you bought individual gifts.
yes.
Wow. Okay.
So I think it was like a bottle of wine or something for the dad, the mom, don't remember, and something small for grandma as well. I don't remember. Or maybe it was a bottle of wine and then something added to it. That it was two gifts, but it wasn't like one for you, one for you, one for you. I don't remember. But they as well, like I was amazed. Like they gave me gifts. I almost felt uncomfortable. And even like, oh my God, the old grandma. She came walking over to me with her shaking hand, giving me like an envelope, like written my name, and it was 50 euros. No, it was more. It was more than 50 was inside.
Wow.
And I felt like I was super like honored and happy, but I felt so bad as well, like because I barely met them before, and like
Uh-huh.
I was cold on my feet, but I was warm in my heart there.
Well, so your girlfriend told you what to buy for them, right? The gifts.
I asked her, and then she gave me some pointers. Like, what do you think of this? What do you think of this?
It's interesting because my perspective of like how Spanish people are is, well, what I see, but mostly from my boyfriend, and which is like a male point of view.
Hmm.
And so him being a male is one thing, but then being from a specific area, like it's not, you cannot use it for all of Spanish people, you know? But
No, you can't.
he's not really huge into gift giving and all that. So in my mind, Spanish people don't give gifts, but it's like, maybe that's just what I see, inside my little interactions. I think Christmas is very much so like the parents giving the kids, and it stays that way forever. I guess my Christmas is now with my family in the US. It's more like, okay, we're not kids anymore, so you don't have to get me anything. And so it's just about spending time together. But I think
Mm,
here it's you do get gifts at being the child of your parents. Like, in general, it's not as big of the kids giving the parents, like,
mm.
extravagant gifts or expensive things, but that's just what I've seen.
So we got to share our first Christmases here in Spain. The first of several, I guess, despite I'm going to Norway now.
And so you've only spent 2 Christmases here?
Yes. Other than that, flown to Norway.
Always in Norway. As long as if you're single, you would stay. I mean, if you're single, you would go back to Norway, but if not, you would stay here?
Well, depends on
Not to
what.
get into your personal
Yeah. The short summary, as long as I'm single, yes, going to Norway. With a partner here, I don't know, a combination maybe, like half a Christmas here, half a Christmas there, or maybe I'll do a repeat. But I use Christmas for catching up with a lot of family. So if I didn't go Christmas, I would maybe prioritize going late fall or early spring.
Not for an event, just to spend time with family, yeah. What conclusions do you have from spending Christmas in Spain? How can we round off this episode?
It's different but nice.
I would agree. There's never snow, so it doesn't feel like it weather-wise, although it's
Mm.
cold. Yeah, there's not as much of like a fireplace, at least in my experiences here. There's not like that warm, cozy house. So, okay. Well, thank you everyone for listening. Make sure you subscribe, comment.
Spam us on social media. Tell us about your Christmases in general. Have you been to Spain? Do you have any traditions that are similar in your country? Let us know.
We'll see you next time.
See you next year, maybe or not.
Adios.
Adios.